It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington Commanders. Coming up next.
Let's go.
Just outside of the nation's capital in nearby Landover, Maryland. Welcome in. We're getting a look at the enormous Northwest Stadium. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart on the call in this one. And Brock, a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going. Find that rhythm where they're ripping off chunk yardage, run after run, and then just keep on feeding that beast. In a game like this, whichever offense can get that rhythm and run game going first is likely going to be your winner.
Ball is teed up. Zane Gonzalez to do the honors. And we're off and running from Landover. Here's Avery Williams on the return. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And leading them out in his 13th season out of Michigan State is Kirk Cousins.
Well over a decade has started in this league, and Kirk Cousins put up some prolific numbers. The thing that's eluded him, despite all the stats, are those playoff opportunities and those marquee postseason victories. I think Kirk, his family, and everybody rooting for him hopes the final chapters of his career will contain some of those.
Cousins' first play is going to the air. It's intercepted on the first play of the game. Mike Samuel makes the play. Oh, baby, this stadium was already loud to start this game, Brock, but that play, it's in an absolute uproar now.
And the one thing you want to do as an opposing team is quiet the crowd, especially as a quarterback. It's your job to quiet that home crowd, but an interception, well, it does nothing but add fuel to the fire. A fever pitch now as the offense takes the field, looking for an early lead.
So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. And leading them out, the reigning Heisman Trophy winner, the number 2 pick in the NFL draft out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
You hear me say all the time, Kate, that football is the ultimate team sport, but there are times as a quarterback it can feel a little bit like golf and match play. And when your opponent gives you a shot, gives you an opportunity with the pick, as a quarterback leading your team, you want to maximize it and take advantage of it.
A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Commanders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Gonzalez connects on the point after. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Here comes Williams on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Onto the field comes the Atlanta offense for the second time. And we only saw this group for one snap to start the game, Brock, so hopefully we get a longer look at them this time.
You know, Kate, in a lot of ways, it may even be easier to shake that first one off. They're barely on the field, so it's really a second chance to write the opening series you wanted.
1st and 10, here's Cousins. Pass is caught, that's Darnell Mooney. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Cousins. And a man is there to knock that away. Trying to force one through there. So it'll be 2nd down.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
He loses the football. Oh, and they got it back. This play is still live. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Wow, this has been a rough sequence for them starting out. First the interception, and now almost giving it away again on the fumble.
Yeah, Coach's going to have to get everybody around the campfire and get this thing figured out because through all the years and all the styles of play, we know one thing, Kate.
Oh, he loses the football. And the Commanders pick this one up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they got to be looking to one another, hold each other accountable to hold on to the ball.
Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 41. He's on the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
These quarterbacks are so good with their clock in their head between the tackles. But you get outside the pocket, and you've got to have that same ability. If you hesitate for a second, the defenses with their speed at this level, they'll find a way to bring you to the ground.
He'll get this one to Brown. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
You know, as a quarterback, you got to give your man enough space to make that catch inbounds. That was off just enough to carry him to the sideline before he could establish possession.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 26, and that'll be good for a Washington first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. from the red zone now. He's got it! And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. The Commanders looking for a score before halftime. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Daniels from the pistol. Has it in close. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Robinson is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders grow their lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. On the return, here's Ray McLeod. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Falcons ready for their next possession. And Brock, they are not off to a good start. 2 drives, 2 giveaways. I think they could call this a win if this drive just doesn't end in a turnover.
Yeah, there's got to be some voices of calm within this offense to play smart, not scared. Play smart and take care of the football, but you can't be scared to make a mistake.
Has room down the left sideline. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons make it a 1-score game before halftime. Drake London with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Young Hui Koo on for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Commanders and Brian Robinson Jr. running back on now. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Escapes the pocket. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st down, here's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home that side.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. From the gun, it's Daniels. He's on the move. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Washington calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Lorenzo Carter there to bring him down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they could try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. There's a 44-yard look from the right hash. Not quite far enough, and no good. It's off the crossbar and out. It's halftime from near the nation's capital. The Commanders pulling in front after 2. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, sit tight. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But for now, this is our halftime report. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, thank you, Coach. And we are back and about set to begin the second half. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. He fields it from the 8. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Commander offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. They still have the lead, but that touchdown makes it a little close for comfort. So this drive a chance to get it back up to a 2-score game. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Play fake here, Daniels. He's throwing deep to the left side. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
The Falcons and Drake London headed back out onto the field. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Pitts brings it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
Just excellent effort on that catch and a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. That's brought in by Mooney. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that. That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing on third, Cousins. It's into the hands of Mooney. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They're set up at the 35 now. Now Cousins again. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. Out of the gun, Cousins. Completes, it's Bijan Robinson. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's first and goal. Here's Robinson. Crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons parlay the interception into points. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. This return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a huge return sets up the offense on the opposite side of the field.
It's moments like these I remember back to some of the great returners I got a chance to play with, and you could feel it. Before the kickoff even happened, you could feel their energy. They know the moment. They know the magnitude of the return. That guy just captured all of it.
The Commanders set to take over. And they're going to be looking for a little redemption after their interception last drive led to a tie ball game, 14-all. First and 10, around to Robinson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Now Daniels off the play action. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys got a little fun with him in practice this week because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
Looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And that was an incredible effort just to make it back to the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Commanders going for the win here.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
And they're ready for him at the line. Couldn't manage anything there.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Third down give to Robinson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Another carry for Robinson. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its 2nd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Let's go now.
They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Robinson. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard-fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. McLeod now returning it. And this drive will start inside the 25. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Here he is to throw. And they got their intel. final shot here. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. To score this as a win for the Commanders. They did their part, Brock, defending the home field, using that advantage to secure the victory. We know home field advantage is a real thing. And the crowd, they did their part too, adding to just an awesome atmosphere, helping energize those players at big moments of today's ball game.
Yeah, it is super fun to win on the road. I'm not going to lie, to quiet the crowd. But you know what's even better? When you get to celebrate with your family, your friends, your hometown people, your community, and you know, more importantly, they played a role as that extra voice in that building, man. It is a rewarding feeling.